Okay, this will be our first installment of the 10-minute offense. The whole idea here is that we're getting you a quick snippet of the play so we can play fast and play physical so that you're aware and comfortable with each play. Um, at the end of the day, after watching this video, you should know what your alignment, your assignment, and what your finish looks like on this play. We're going to start with Lightning. Most productive play from last year. We had 588 yards of offense off it. We averaged 5.3 yards a carry, and we had 11 touchdowns, which makes it by far our most productive play from last year. So the most important thing about this, actually, let's go back for a second here. Okay, so this is the signal. It's Lightning, and it's only to the left. The whole idea of this play is that we want to stretch this play. We want to stretch the defense and puncture them up the middle. The As far as the linemen go, you're working your covered versus uncovered principle. If you are covered, we see the lineman on the left here is covered. You are covered from your nose to your play side eye. Okay, so in this case here, you are covered. Okay, your job is to get to the landmark of that defender. Okay, the landmark is the armpit. So you're going to step left, punch right. Okay, you want to make sure your punch and your step are at the same time. You want to punch up through the cylinder of the defender, through his sternum. All right, making sure that your foot gets down at the same time as your hand makes contact with the defender, which is going to increase the opportunity for you to deliver force. We're stepping left, okay, to create horizontal movement, also to put you in a right position to hit that landmark. So as your right foot hits the ground, your right hand should be delivering a blow. The objective is to get to that armpit. If you're uncovered, you're going to take common sense footwork, which means you're either going to bucket step or take more of a lateral step, depending on how tight this guy is. And you're going to be working that armpit. Okay. If you cannot get to that armpit after 3 steps, you're going to knock it over. You're going to punch it and climb to the next level. That's your 3-step rule. Okay. So right now we're looking at it as a whole here. Okay. Let's start with the offensive line. Okay. We see the left tackle here is covered. So he's going to step left, punch right through the cylinder that defensive lineman, try to work yourself vertical, right? Left guard here is going to step left, punch right. Okay, trying to work your way vertical up to the next backer here. And the center is going to try to overtake that. If you cannot overtake it after 3 steps, you're going to knock it down, give him a push or a punt. No, we don't push, punch, and then get into the next level. Left guard or right guard covered. Okay, step left, punch right. What we want to do is we want to create a wall right down the middle here. So we want to cut that off, right? So you're going to step left, punch right, and work your way up to that armpit. The right tackle here is going to try to overtake that. And if you can't overtake it after 3 steps, you're going to climb to the next level. The F right here is going to go on a landmark. Okay, this is very important. You need to go to this landmark right here. This is going to create the horizontal movement that allows us to create horizontal movement for the defense. Okay, so you're aiming at this landmark right here, which is the tackle. All right, and your eyes are going to be on the defensive end. Okay, so you're aiming at where the tight end would be. All right, and your eyes are on the defensive end. If the defensive end goes out, you're going to go in. Then you would reset your eyes to the defensive tackle. All right, if the defensive tackle goes out, you're going to go in. So you're aiming at where the tight end would be, where the tight end is or would be, and then you're making cuts off the defensive end and then the defensive tackle. All right, we're going to see some really good examples of that later on. Your footwork for the F is going to be a rocker step with a quick pivot, okay, that puts you on track towards that tight end or that ghost tight end. All right, and then you're going to step right and then left. All right, when you step left, you should be splitting the quarterback in half. All right, and that's when you're getting the ball, and you should be able to have a good idea of where you're going to go by that point. The quarterback is going to be zone reading the defensive end, which means if the defensive end chases the F, you're going to pull it and get up to the next level. Okay, I'm not going to go over the under and over front right now. Okay, you can have a look at it right here. We see who's covered and who's uncovered, and we're following. If you're covered, you're trying to get to that landmark, left step, right step. Okay, making contact. If you're uncovered, you're going to be trying to overtake that. And if you haven't in 3 steps, you're going to get to the next level. A little bit different on 30 front. All right, 30 front here, we're going to, right here, we would have a defensive end would be head up the tackle. All right, so we're going to step left, punch right, and work to that. There's a great example later on. If that backer is too wide, then we're just going to leave them and we're going to work to the next middle backer. All right, there's a great example of that later on. So step left, punch right. We're going to work this right here, get vertical movement on that to the next level. Okay, this is the play as a whole. All right, on the front side here, we want to push crack. Okay, so we're going to push 3 steps, make it look like you're running a go. Okay, then you're going to block the first guy to your inside gap. All right, you need to make sure you lead with your palm so you don't get a legal blindside block on that. The F is going towards this landmark right here. He's going towards where the tight end would be or where the tight end is. All right, we're zone reading the backside defensive end. Okay, if he crashes, then the quarterback has an option right here. He's going to now reset his eyes to the second defender from the outside. Okay, and you're going to either attack that guy and make him decide between you and the Y who's running a bubble screen. All right, or you can pull it and you can run it. Okay, this Y right here, we want to get vertical. We can align a little bit wider, and the Z is going to block the most dangerous man who has the best opportunity to make a play on this Y here. This allows us to never be wrong. All right, so it's really important that we're doing this on every single play. If the Y is covered and you are backpedaling and still running that buffalo at full speed, then it takes this guy out of the play, and one good fake is worth 2 good blocks. So we don't even need to block that guy. Okay, we're going to get up to some plays now. Check the time. All right. So right here, we see a really good job here of there not being anyone outside. So we're going to cut it up. Okay, so right now the eyes would be on the defensive end. Defensive end goes in, so you're going to get up. You're going to get to the outside and then get out field as fast as possible. Right. Great blocking by the defense, by the receivers. Okay, and we're going to take that movement right here. Okay, we got a horizontal movement from the defense. Outfoot, we see right here where Kai plants and gets straight up field vertical, and that leads to a great gain. Right now we have a tight end. Okay, so in this play right now, there's no outside backer. So the tight end and the tackle make a call to work inside. The tackle is man up on the defensive end. Okay, and so we see right here, we're going to block him in. What I'd like to see is this. We'd like to see that running back more on a straight angle towards that landmark instead of cutting it upfield right away. Okay, it forces him to cut here. Once he does cut, Dallin does a great job of getting in the end zone. All right, but we see right now we're working upfield here. Okay, the left tackle should be working up to that backer. Okay, but we do a great job at the point of attack. Okay, getting to the outside because defensive end goes in, you go out. Now we're going to see the defensive end go out. Okay, so right now we're going to see this guy go out and this guy go out. The center does a great job working towards the next he's uncovered, so he's going to be working towards this D tackle. And so now it's the center, left guard, left tackle are working 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and they do a great job here of working and staying on that block. Left Jacob and Max do an excellent job right here of working towards this middle linebacker right here and working to the D end. Okay, we see the defensive end goes in. All right, but then the linebacker comes out and the running back makes a choice to stick his foot in the ground and get vertical. Okay, this is a great play for us. This is green, tear, lightning. Okay, we see that this backer right here is what I was talking about. This backer is so far outside here that we're not going to be able to get to him. So we're just going to leave him, and the left tackle makes a call right here. He's going to work to this defensive end and then up to the backer if he's uncovered. So right now we see the left guard and the left tackle work to their play side guys. We got to make sure that we're not losing ground on that, but we're working to the lineman right there, doing their covered principles. Okay, we see right now we don't even need to block that wide guy because he's not included in the play. Okay, the running back is reading the defensive end. He goes out. Then he's resetting his eyes to that defensive tackle. The defensive tackle also goes out. So you're planting your foot and you're getting vertical. And I'm just going to play this one out because it's a really good job. Okay, also shows we're headed to that landmark until we get to the mesh point with the quarterback. We see what that does to this middle backer right here. It drives him out. he vacates a spot and we replace it. Okay, again, we see the defensive end goes out. Okay, so we're staying on that defensive end. We're driving him out. Left guard is uncovered, right? At 3 steps, he decides he's going to get up to the next level. He gets up to the next level. The center is also uncovered. Okay, he steps left, punches right. Right guard should stay on that defensive tackle. Never leave a defensive lineman unblocked. All right, we create a wall front side here. And we're able to have a great gain at the middle. This next play, great example of this defensive end not letting him go back inside. Okay, so we take that, or defensive end does not let himself get reached. Okay, so we're blocking him out and we're working, and the running back does a great job at setting his landmark and then getting vertical. And finally, we have a play right here where we see so much space here, almost 9 yards between the Y and the next defender, right? Maybe widen a little bit here in your stance, right? Then you're running that bubble. But the give fake here to the running back allows these guys to hesitate, and we get the ball out to the perimeter here on the bubble for a 6-7 yard gain, which is exactly what we want to be getting on the run, and it's a great play. That's Lightning. That's what we do on Lightning, and that's what makes it so effective in what we do.